Yo, what is up guys, it's your boy Brimstone bringing us another video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys all the Brimstone lineups you need to know for default plant spot for every single map. With this new act, Astra got nerfed, Viper got nerfed, Brimstone got buffed, and Omen got buffed. So this should lead to the birth of a lot of Brimstone mains, so here's the video for you guys. So yeah, let's just get right into it. We're on the map Ascent, and default plant spot is right over here. What you want to do is come over here to a lobby. You want to get into this corner right here, and for this lineup, we're going to be using a part of our UI. So as you can see, I'm zooming in. We're going to be using the top part of our Molly icon. So this right here, the top part. And what we're going to do is we're going to line it up to the bottom part of this like V here, like in the sky. So we're going to be lining up right here. But after that, we're going to be moving it slightly to the left to the middle of the spike. So like right over here. So yeah, it should look something like this. And then move it to the left. So then you do the lineup. And it should land default plant spot like this. And the next spot I'm going to show you guys is for default plant spot for B site, which should be like right about here. Now I'm going to show you guys two lineups for this. The first one is for B main. You want to get up in like this corner right here. So this is actually really good because you could like play with your team, you know, like kind of get some picks and whatnot. And then you could like play for this corner. But for this lineup, what you want to do is have a little sliver of like these two ends of the doorway, like right around here. Something like this is really good. And what you want to do is aim right about here. So you see the green two patches of like, you know, bushes or like the tree. And you want to aim right over here in the middle of the like the concrete or whatever. So again, you want to aim like right here. So you see the little sliver. You want to aim like right about here in between these two trees. And it should land default plant spot like that. The next one I'm going to show you guys is right over here. So you're going to get into this corner right here. You want to get up in this corner and you want to basically aim at this white patch on the wall. So like pretty much you want to bank it off of this thing on the wall. You don't want to aim like directly on the wall. You want to aim a little bit higher, like something like this is really good, you know, something like that. And then it banks it off of that little corner and it should land default plant spot just like this. The next map is split. And for A site, the usual plant spot like default would be like right here. So I'm going to show you guys the lineup for this. So what you want to do is get all the way back here, you know, like around here, you know. So right over here, you want to get into this corner. And for this lineup, what you want to do is look straight up at the sky. You could see like there's like a beacon or whatever, and then there's like a line right here, right? And what you want to do is aim like on the right side of this straight line up in the sky. But there is a little catch. What you also want to do is you could see like I'm aiming there, right? And you want to adjust this top part of like the Molly icon. You want to adjust the top part to this line. So pretty much you do want to look at that line. And then adjust your Molly icon so it like gets on the line just like this. And then you could shoot your Molly and it should land default plant spot just like this. And then for B site, I'm gonna show you guys two lineups. So there is two default plant spots. There's one right here and then there's one right here. I'm gonna be showing you guys both of them, but the first one I'm gonna show you guys is this one right here. I'm sorry if I say right here so many times. I don't know, I'm getting used to this content creation shit. So for this lineup, what you want to do is get around here in this corner. I feel like it's better to play with the team first and then like come to this little corner just to, you know, like delay the bomb plant. And honestly, this shouldn't be that hard. You want to just have someone ping the bomb. You want to take your lineup thingy and you don't want to aim directly at the spot. You want to aim a little bit higher, jump and then shoot. And that's pretty much it. Like you can't mess this up. Again, you want to just play with your team a little bit and then like when it's the right time, you want to just ping the bomb. And then just like shoot a little bit or have your crosshair a little bit above the bomb, jump, shoot, and then that just delays the plant. And then if you want to wait a little bit more, you know, alt it. And the next lineup I'm going to be showing you guys is for default plant spot right over here. Same spot, you want to get around like right here. And instead of being in this corner, you could pretty much like line yourself with this, whatever this part is, this line right here. You want to align yourself with this line and then you could shoot your Molly right here. So like you see this like box right here. You want to aim at the center of the box just like this, just like that, and it lands default plant spot. And it's a really fast Molly as well, so you can pretty much do it instantly if they like shoot the bomb or like if they tap the bomb. Again, right here, you're gonna aim at that spot, shoot it, and it just lands there really fast. And yeah, that's pretty much it for split. And the next map I'm going to be showing you guys is bind. And for A site, the usual plant spot is like right here. Pretty much all of this is default, and I'm going to be showing you guys the lineup for this. To do this lineup, you want to come all the way back here to like lobby, I guess. You want to get into this corner right here, line yourself around there. And for this lineup, you want to have your Molly out. And for this lineup, what we're going to do is we're going to be using this part right here. So the mouse icon, the top of the mouse icon, you want to get the top of the mouse icon to this part of the tree. So right here, we're in game right now. You want to get the mouse icon on top of the tree, like just the tip, and then you want to shoot your molly. And this should land default plant spot just like this. Again, you want to aim at the top of the tree, like not like this bottom part, this like I guess leaf or whatever. You want to aim your mouse icon right in the bottom of that, and it should land default plant. So yeah, that's it for A site. So for B site, usually default is like right here in my opinion. I don't know, it's either here. I'm not going to show you guys for right here. I'm going to show you guys only for this plant spot right here. And the lineup I'm going to be showing you guys is to get around this corner right here. Now that corner is really good because you could like, you know, help your team on site, you know, shoot, and then you could come back at the right time, get in this corner. And what we're going to be doing is using this part of our UI. So right here, like we're going to be using this bottom end of our, I guess health icon, this like line here, like just the edge of that line. And we're going to be lining that up to this part right here, this corner right over here of, I guess the, like this corner right here. So just like this, you want to aim it all the way up. So right here, as you can see, it's kind of like, you know, right over here, you want to align the line to like, you know, that corner right there, and you want to shoot your molly. And it should land default plant spot just like this. On to the next map. Now on to Haven. A site default plant spot is right over here, you know, just like right here. And I'm going to be showing a lineup for this. So you're going to come back all the way to long right over here. And for this lineup, we're going to be using a part of our UI, which is this right here. So this little like squiggly line that pops out of our UI, we're going to be aligning that to this corner of the roof. So yeah, just like this, something like this is really good. Again, the corner of the UI along with the corner of the roof. Just like this. And this lineup lands default plant spot just like this. Now on to B site. B site default plant spot, there's usually a couple. It's usually in the middle right here, in the middle right there, or even right there. But I'm going to be showing you guys one that's like decent for all of these. So instead of having a stupid lineup all the way back here, like even I've seen some where people like do them in the spawn. Instead of that type of stuff, you want to just play close, you know, help your teammates, you know, maybe watch flank or watch like garage, you know, maybe even get some kills on site. But ultimately, the lineup I'm going to show you guys is right over here. So when you peek out just a little bit, you'll see this box right here. Again, is this box right over here. You want to be banking off your molly on that box. You could stand pretty much anywhere, have your molly out, and just bank it off that box. It could be in the bottom, it could be in the middle, like it doesn't really matter. You just have to bank it off that box, and you get a really decent molly for this place. Now another one I want to show you guys is basically around like grass area. You could pretty much like bank it off the ledge of the door, or technically the entryway. So this is something I do a lot. You know, this lineup usually is for the right side right there, which is perfect. You know, you could have some variation to it, you know, aim it a little bit in the bottom for like a lower one, if you know what I mean, and then like a little bit higher for like, you know, right there, and so forth. So definitely experiment with these. Now on to C site, there's usually two default plant spots, or technically like this is default plant spot, but a lot of people recently have been planning right over there. So I'm going to show you a lineup for both of these two. But first is the default plant spot. What you're going to do is get into this corner right here, all the way back in C long. And for this lineup, what you want to do is see the mountain. You see how there's like a couple notches. There's the first notch, there's the second notch, and the third notch. We're going to be focusing on the third notch. The tip of the third notch, you want to go a little bit down to be adjacent with this line right here. And you want to pretty much aim like around that area. So like just the top notch, aim a little bit down to the line. And that is where you want to aim. But of course, we're going to be using a part of a UI. And that's going to be the tip of our molly icon. So this part right here, you want to align that pretty much. So once again, it should be something like this. Aim at the tip, go a little bit down. And this is how it technically should be looking like. Just like that. From the tip, just scroll down to the line. Or go down to the line. And then you want to shoot your molly. And it should land just like this. It's instant. You know, they can't really like knock it over or whatever. Yeah, this is a pretty good lineup. Now for the one for long, like right around here, you want to go to the same location, and this is a more easier one. And what you want to do is for the first notch of this mountain, like this right here, you want to have a part of your UI on top of this notch. And the UI we're going to be using is going to be our molly icon. So like literally the center of the molly icon, you want to have it on the notch. Once again, our molly icon should be about on the notch, like the first notch on that mountain. You want to shoot your molly, and the molly does land default plant spot. Just like that. It's instant. Once again, it's perfect. They can't really knock it over. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's for Haven. Alright, so now we're on the map Fracture. And for A side, there's usually 2 plants. There's one plant right there and there's a plant right here. We're going to do this one right here first. For this lineup, what you want to do is come all the way here to A main, and you want to get into this corner right here. It's a weird corner, but you want to get into it. And this molly lineup is actually really easy. What you want to do is have your crosshair in the black line right over here. Once again, it's a really easy lineup. You can't miss it. It's just in between this black line right here. You want to take out your molly, shoot your molly, and it's just perfect. It's like, you know, instant. It's really good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, you don't want to plant all the way back there. Usually people like want to plant like around here anyways, so yeah, just tell your team that before, you know, planning on the site. Now the next lineup is for default plant spot, which would I guess be that. And for that one, it's actually really hard. You can't have any lineups from around here unless like people know a lineup with this little crack on the lid of this from A main. But usually, like, the only one I could find is around here at drop, and you want to get into this corner right here. And it's a pretty easy one. So you'll see a couple lines. You see this black line right here, and then you'll see a second one right above it. What you're gonna do is aim at this corner right here of the second line. So right here, once again, this corner right over here. You want to take your molly out, shoot your molly, and it should land default plant spot really fast, just like that. Now on to the other site. For B side, there's usually 2 places that people plant, which is right over here and all the way back here. So I'll show you guys the lineup for default plant right over here. What you want to do is come all the way back here in, I guess, tree. And you want to get into this corner right here. It's a really annoying corner to get into, but once you get into it, you should be good. And we're going to use our UI for this one. What you want to do is take your molly out. And what we're going to be using is this thing right here. This bottom part of like the molly icon, you know, when you have it out. And what you want to do is line that up to the top left corner of this light here. You see this light top left corner right around here. You want to take your molly out. And then you want to align it just like that. Once again, just like this, you want to have it aligned right here in the top left corner of the light. And then from there, shoot your molly, and it should land default plant spot just like this. Don't worry, by the way, guys, you do get mollied over here as well, even though it doesn't show. And the next lineup is for this corner right here. Now, this is a really hard lineup. Like, to get this lineup, you do have to be like pixel accurate. There's a lot of annoying stuff, like, you know, this thing that could mess you up. Also, like, I believe, like, this stuff. Along with, like, lineups for this site is really annoying, especially with this thing as well, on this map. So, anyways, for this lineup, what you want to do is get into this corner of arcade. What you want to do is look up at these leaves right here, and you want to find the darkest leaf, which is this one right here. You cannot miss it. Like, it's just the darkest leaf there. And you want to aim slightly to the right, or sorry, slightly to the left of it, like around here. So yeah, I'm gonna take my molly out a little bit left of it, or sorry, a little bit right of it, and right there. I'm gonna shoot the molly, and it should land default plant, or technically like right here. Okay, we'll see where it goes, because it's a really hard, yeah. So basically, I guess like plant around here pretty much. Like, it is a hard molly just because of this like bar. It's hard to find a good molly for this place. If you guys have a better molly, by all means, feel free to like add me on Twitter. But yeah, that's the molly that I know of currently. All right, on to the next map. All right, so now we're on the map Breeze. And for A side, the default plant is right here. Viper mains usually like plant here as well for their lineups. So yeah, I'm gonna show you a lineup for this right here, along with this right here, all the way back here. So yeah, but for default plant spot, I'm gonna show you guys that right now. You want to come all the way back here to these rocks, and you want to get into this corner right over here. So there is a little imaginary corner right there, as you can see. Like, I'm trying to get in it. There you go. Yeah, I see it. There you go. Get in this corner right here. Look up, and you'll see that there's a little shadow right around here on like the windowsill or whatever this is, like the roof of the windows. So yeah, there's a bigger shadow right here. There's a bigger shadow right here. You want to focus on this small shadow right here. And what you want to do is take out your molly and aim the top part of the icon, or the mouse icon, on that shadow. So once again, zooming in, you could see that the mouse icon, the top like white part of the mouse icon, is on that shadow, just like that. The white top mouse icon right there. Again, you want to have that on the shadow, and then shoot your molly, and this should land default plant spot just like this. You'll see it drop, and then yeah. But even then, if you have an issue like this, majority of the time it will still like burn you. Like, don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Sometimes it does that. Sometimes it like is a lot better. The next lineup I'm going to show you guys is the one for right here. So, you know, barely people plant here, but once in a while someone plants there. You want to get into the same spot right here. You want to look up, and the point of reference is this thing right here, this little hinge. literally where these two hinges, these two like wooden planks connect. So we got this plank right here, and then we got this two planks right here, this plank right here. You want to aim like pretty much right there where the two planks connect. And obviously we're going to be using a part of our UI, so we're going to be using the top portion of the basically the same dot on top of that hinge. Zooming in, you'll see the same thing. You'll see that it's a little bit off, but you want to pretty much have the thing right there, this little white dot on your UI. You want to have it like on that hinge. Once again, you want to have it on that hinge. You want to shoot, and it should obviously land like right pretty much right here. So yeah, it bounces off of this thing if you guys were curious. And yeah, it's a pretty good lineup spot. Last but not least, sometimes here and there people do plant around here, and it is actually really annoying to get a lineup for this like from anywhere else other than mid. Like there is no way to have, or as far as my knowledge, there's no lineups from here. So just because of that, this top part. So what I'm going to show you guys is the lineup from close. So inside of cave, what you could do is peek out a little bit, and you'll see you're greeted with this part of the mountain. So like this is the only part of the mountain you need to see. The top part, like you see this like little boulder, whatever, this shape. You want to aim at the top part. This is where you're going to shoot your molly. So you want to take your molly out, shoot basically around there, and it should land around here if people ever plant there. So yeah, and again, it is, you could stand anywhere pretty much. You want to just shoot it and it lands there. It takes like about 2 seconds, so you might as well just shoot it when they tap the bomb, honestly, and then like shoot a little, like, you know, shots here and there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are 3 molly lineups for A site. Now on to B site with the bomb. So I'm gonna show you guys the general lineup for all these places that people plant. So what a lot of people do is they plant pretty much like around here. So they plant like maybe there, you know, around this like pillar pretty much. So I'm gonna show you guys a lineup, or technically a lineup reference line for pretty much any of those lineups. What you want to do is come to this window place. You want to get like aligned with this window here. A general imaginary line that you want to make is these bushes right here. So on top of the pillar, you see these bushes. Make a imaginary line just like this, and whatever place you plant the bomb, you just want to shoot your molly there. So let's say you plant like in that corner, right? You want to take your molly out, be on that imaginary line. Again, I'm gonna zoom in for you guys. So yeah, pretty much this is like the line you want to stay at with your molly, and you want to just shoot it. Like for example, like for that little pillar area or this area, you just want to shoot it on that line, and it's pretty much perfect. Same goes for the other side, you know, the other plant spot right there. You want to get in the same spot, have your molly out, and you want to aim it a little bit like to the other side. So you know, something like that is really good. It just banks off the pillar, and it's like, you know, pretty much in its right spot. You can pretty much do that from anywhere. Again, get in this line, and then just like pretty much anywhere. You want to peek out and just like throw your molly from literally any location. It's gonna be perfect. So yeah, as you can see, like from anywhere along this line right here, you're pretty much set for the molly lineup. All right, last but not least, we're doing Icebox. Now on to B site. They completely redid B site, by the way. Like they changed all of this, you know, they changed like, you know, the yellow and all that. I'm pretty sure default plant is going to be still this. In my opinion, I feel like this is really good just to hold the site, you know, from back here, back there. Even like, you know, we could play like in the site now, which is really good. I'm gonna be showing you guys a lineup for this spot in particular. So, and nothing else pretty much. So let's get right to it. What you want to do is get into this position right here. And what you want to do is basically, like, as you can see right here, you can see that there's a line right here and there's a line right here. What you want to do is just aim in the middle of the line, aim all the way up, and that's where you want to shoot your molly. So right there, okay, that I kind of messed that one up, but like pretty much you want to bank it off this like steel part of the box right there. So, you know, again, go up, and then right in the middle of those two lines in the bottom, right there and there, you want to shoot the molly, and it gets onto like the bomb plant pretty much. Now onto A site. The 2 current plant spots for A site is this corner right here, as well as this place right here. So I'm going to show you a lineup for both of them from the same spot. First thing you want to do is come over here and like align yourself with this line right here. So you'll see this line. A lot of Viper mains also play it with this line right here. So you're going to get in this line, and what you want to do is aim for the one near the generator. I'll show you that right now. So what you want to do is aim your crosshair pretty much right around this vertical line meeting with this slanted line. So like right around here, and then you just want to shoot your molly, and it banks off the wall and drops and should land pretty much around this area. You could do it a lot better than that, let me just try it again to get like a better one. So like, you know, around this line again, once again, like around this corner, you want to shoot it. And yeah, so this one is a lot better. And the next one I'm going to show you guys is for default plant spot from the same spot. So what you want to do is get into this line once again. And for this one, what you want to do is basically align a part of our UI to this line, this like corner right here. So like you could see this like corner of, I guess you could say pillar or whatever this for pipes, sorry. You want to pretty much just like aim like right around this L shape from pipes. You want to take your molly out, and right here is the point of reference. Once again, I'll zoom in. So as you can see right here, this bottom line right here, you want to aim the right side of that line onto that, like, you know, onto that corner. And what this does is it just, you know, you shoot it and it's for default plant. So it goes like into default plant instantly. You know, they can't really bank it off or anything. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I basically went through every single default plant for every single site. If you guys like these lineups, feel free to like the video. And of course, if you guys are new here, I would really appreciate if you guys subscribe to the channel. You know, I'm going to be trying my best to like post out content like, you know, every single week. So feel free to do that. And hey, leave it in the comments if you want more lineup videos. I'm down to, you know, do them and so forth. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's been Trims, and hope to see you guys in another video.